Pre-K, it's time for us to do some math. So go ahead and get your number study book out, and we're going to be working on our 6th page today. So let's talk about our objective. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can trace, write, and show 6. We've got 2 hands out now because we're on to number 6, 1 more than 5. So let's think about what we're going to need to complete our objective. I have to find my magnet board here. Let me go look for it. All right, and I'm back with our magnet board. Now we're thinking about tracing, writing, and showing 6. So let's think about what we'll need to do in order to master our objective. I think we're definitely going to need to use our eyes. Definitely going to need to use our eyes. We're going to be looking at number 6 today, tracing 6, writing 6. And since we're writing, definitely going to need to use those hands. And because we're thinking about 6, not thinking about 5 anymore, we're going to be using our brain. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with our step 1, which is always to write our name. Now you guys have been doing such an amazing job writing first and last name so neatly. I'm going to do my best to write neatly as well. Putting my name on the line. Making sure I'm using correct uppercase and lowercase. Good work. And we'll move on to number 2, step number 2. Now we're working on number 6 today, and here is our rhyme for 6. Start at the top, slide down real quick. Loop around, I made a 6. Let's do it one more time. Listen carefully. Start at the top, slide down real quick. Loop around, I made a 6. So we are starting at the top, up here by the top line, and we are sliding down. Then we're looping back up around. And when we loop around, our loop is going to make a circle here, right under the dotted line. Let's do it one more time. Start at the top, slide down real quick, loop around, I made a 6. All right, now your job is to complete the rest of your tracing line all the way from left to right. And now we'll go on to our right by yourself line, step 3. And here, just like we did for tracing, we're going to do that rhyme again to help us write our 6. Start at the top, slide down real quick, loop back up, I made a 6. So I went all the way from the top, I slid down to the bottom, and I looped around by the dotted line, and I made my 6. Start at the top, slide down real quick, loop back around, I made a 6. Now I'm leaving some finger space in between my 6's. Start at the top, slide down real quick, loop back around, I made a 6. Making sure I'm going all the way from the top to the bottom. And we're going to go all the way across your line here. Now, let's look at our step 4. We need to draw 6 things today in our 6 box. So I think today I'm going to draw, I think I will draw, maybe a breakfast plate. So here's my breakfast plate. That's one thing. Gonna draw a fried egg. That's 2 things. Gonna draw a fork that I can eat with. I'm gonna draw a knife that I can use to cut my food. Maybe I'll draw a piece of toast. Let's see how much we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need one more thing. I'm gonna draw a cup of tea because I always have tea with my breakfast. It's steamy. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my breakfast showing 6 things. And now we can move on to our number line. Now we need to find number 6 on our number line, and it is 1 more than 5. So a trick we could actually do is we could hop 1 more over from 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gotta hop 1 more, and we found 6. I'm gonna draw a dot here on my 6, and now we're on to step number 6. And step number 6 is to fill in our 10 frame. Now today it's going to be very exciting because if you remember yesterday, we had already filled in our entire top row here of our 10 frame. So we have to see what we're going to do next to make it down to the next row. So I'm going to start at the top left. That's always where we start when we're doing our 10 frames. So I'm filling in my 1, my 2, outlining it, making sure I'm doing very neat coloring in my 10 frames. You guys have been doing such a good job of doing that. 3, 4, and here's where we were yesterday on number 5. And remember, that's our whole top row because we had talked about how 5 10 frames made up half of our whole 10 frames. So now we need to do one more for 6. Now, when we go on to the next row, just like we did on the top row, we need to start on the left side. So now we're going to be at the bottom left. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's number 6 at our bottom left. 6. And there is our 6th 10 frame, completing our 6th page. And we're moving right through, you guys. You're doing so awesome. Thank you so much for working so hard. And I will see you tomorrow.